work
that
with
we
you.
can work.
Yeah, make it more attractive.
But I don't wanna. Like,
wow.
you have a good baseline. You're paying the raw material fairly. Let's keep it at that price. Let's let's go higher. Let's leave you space so that you can continue to improve. Invest in your distilleries. Invest in the farmers. Invest in all that. So that's that's really important, and people forget about that. Now, there's of course a reasoning where you don't want to just buy the oil, whatever, like no matter the price, because then it does mean that maybe less people are then able to buy it and use that oil. So we wanna find a fair pricing, but we want to make sure that the entirety of the supply chain is paying fairly for the people actually doing the work.
Yes, that's very important. That's why so many of our partners are so happy to be working with us. Like, we can really see when we were in Sri Lanka, we could really see that they really appreciate our business.
And it's not that difficult. It's just pay people fairly for their work.
True.
So that, because like I see farming around the world, often, it's like families don't want their children to take over because they've had such a hard life working, and they really have been struggling with money. But we're like a third or fourth generation of farmers doing something with knowledge, with the land and all of that. And all it takes is, no, let's make this sustainable. Like, we want to pay you fairly, and then they're actually, okay, so I do want my sons or my
They must be
daughters
surprised.
to take over, to continue. And but it's just that people are used to kind of pushing on farmers, lowering the price, and the amount of work it takes just for doing that. If they're not paid fairly, it's just not worth it, right? So we have to make sure that, like, we protect the communities that actually also does all that work, brings all this knowledge.
Oh wow, that's amazing. And you say that, so the other essential oil companies, for those who do not have their farm or they don't work with farms, they just buy the oils. What do they look at usually?
Well, the thing is, you have to imagine who in those entities would actually know what it takes to do the farming, would understand yields, would understand distillation. It's people that work in offices, and so it would be buyers. Buyers are people that can, you hire them off their resume. I used to buy car tires. I know how to talk and send emails, and it's nothing against them. It's just in our line of work in essential oils, you need to have a background in farming. Farming essential oils, not farming tomatoes or wheat or massive crops. Like you need to comprehend that, and we're able to have experts that understand that at Young Living because we own farms. So where did I grow up? Where did I gain my knowledge? On the farm in France, where I was born. But I had this space to learn, and then I had the space to go to other farms and all of this, and now I can go around the world. But so it's the same, like if you ask me who goes and checks citruses, I'll answer, okay, citruses is Orlando. Orlando is an agronomist, one of the best we have from Finca. He was trained there, he had the space there to perfect distillation, understand, do trials and all of this, and then study citruses, cold pressing and all this, and now we send him around the world to audit, to check that everything, like, there's no problem with the soil, the way that they function. Like, if there's a disease, even with the partnership we have on citruses, he has natural ways, because so our farms, one of the key elements of our farm is also being able to train experts that we then send around the world.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I know you can talk about this all day. There's so much knowledge to it.
Going to.
Yes.
Where we're heading.
Thank you, Nicolas.
My pleasure.